The state of Missouri has expanded eligibility for the COVID-19 vaccine to more than 500,000 more residents. I'm Zach Dodge with the story.
Changes are coming to the Joplin Globe's weekend publications. I'm Chris Warner. We'll tell you what those changes are and why they're being made.
The 4 states most watched news starts now.
The state of Kansas is combining phases 3 and 4 of its distribution plan for vaccine and will move to the new combined phase next week. This is KOAM News at 6. The new combined phase starts 1 week from today. New eligible Kansans include people 16 to 64 with medical conditions that increase their risk for serious illness from COVID-19, and Kansans who work in critical infrastructure and can't do their jobs remotely. The new phase will add around 600,000 Kansans to eligibility for the vaccine. More than 500,000 more Missouri residents are now eligible for COVID-19 vaccines. The state moved to Phase 1B, Tier 3 today, expanding eligibility to those who work in critical infrastructure like education, childcare, or manufacturing. KOAM's Zach Dodge has why workers at a local daycare are ready to get their first doses.
Bleach, Lysol, hand sanitizer, and more bleach.
You could smell the Lysol when you came in. Woo, knocks you on your socks.
Tabitha Bailey Wilson and everyone else at Dinosaur Academy in Joplin has been doing all they can to keep themselves and the kiddos they care for safe and healthy. They've taken every safety precaution you can think of and have done it religiously for the last year.
That's a long, long time of wearing masks. But, you know, if that's what protects the kids and protects our families and us, then that's what we have to do.
But now they have more of a spring in their step, excited about what they can finally do.
We all text each other, one more day. You know, one more day, it'll be Monday's coming. So we're all going tonight after we get off work to go get our shot.
The next phase of distribution has opened up in the state, and the Jasper County Health Department has hit the ground running.
We had one scheduled today and we have another one scheduled on Thursday. Both are booked so far.
Administrator Tony Moore says they're getting regular vaccine shipments and more pharmacies and other vaccinators are getting vaccine. So they're ready to get things done, vaccinating more than 300 people on Monday.
I think there's still some reluctance on the vaccine in some people, and we're hoping that people will go ahead and get vaccinated and help to protect themselves and help to protect the community.
For Wilson, she's getting vaccinated to help protect not just herself, but the kids she cares for and their families, so that all of them can sleep a little bit better at night.
I just want to be able to relax and let our children relax, go back to normal.
In Jasper County, Zach Dodge, KOAM News.
Governor Parson has said he wants to move to Phase 2 in 45 days. Something Moore says they could be ready for, but they're just going to have to wait to see. We have a breakdown of who's included in this newest tier on the COVID-19 page on our website. That's KOAMnewsnow.com. If you're in this next tier of Missouri's COVID-19 vaccine distribution or the next phases in Kansas, you can go to our website to find a list of upcoming vaccine clinics. While you're there, if you have any questions for health officials and experts about the vaccine, send them our way. We've provided a form on our website for you to fill out some basic information and pose your question. You can find the form at koamnewsnow.com/vaccine. Missouri's COVID-19 positivity rate for new daily cases is increasing after months of decline. The state's new infection rate on March 6th was 343 cases. On Friday, it had increased to 395. Although that is a slight increase, it's still much lower than the peak 7-day average in the fall. There was more than 4,200 cases. The number of new coronavirus cases in Oklahoma is dropping. Johns Hopkins University says the rolling average of new daily cases in the state is down 37% over the past 2 weeks. The Oklahoma State Department of Health says the state added 492 new cases yesterday and currently has just under 12,000 active cases. The disease has taken 2 more lives in Jasper County. The latest victims are a woman in her 70s and a man in his 80s. That brings the total number of COVID deaths in Jasper County to 151. That does not include deaths in Joplin. You can find the latest COVID statistics for other area communities at KOAMNewsNow.com. The Kansas Housing Resources Corporation launches a program to help Kansas renters who are hurt financially by the pandemic. The Kansas Emergency Rental Assistance Program is designed to decrease evictions and increase housing stability. It'll help Kansas residents with rental assistance and home energy costs. Those energy costs include electricity, gas, water, wastewater, trash, and internet. To sign up, check out the link on our website. Again, KOAMNewsNow.com. Doug Hetty joins us now with a first look at the weather. Hi, Doug.
Hey, Dow. It turned out to be a decent day for us today after several days of rain across the region. Showers, thunderstorms all the way through yesterday, and then today it hasn't been too bad. We have partly sunny skies, very windy, but temperatures did go into the 60s for highs. The winds really picked up late this morning into the afternoon. Our main storm system, the one that has been really bothering us over the past few days, just now passing by to our north. So we're kind of on the south side. We do have some cumulus clouds, which have been working through, but besides that, we look pretty good. Any thunderstorms are staying well to our north, right along the I-70 corridor, and we're going to get rid of this storm system over about the next 12 hours or so. Second storm system building out to the west, so that will start to affect us tomorrow night into Wednesday. Through the evening, we slide back through the 50s, lower 40s later on tonight. Of course, we're going to look at that next system here in just a bit.
All right, catch you then. Thanks, Doug. The Missouri legislature is in its spring recess, but when lawmakers return, they plan to take up budget discussions and a proposed gasoline tax increase. The state, which has the second lowest gas tax in the country behind only Alaska, is weighing a bill that could raise nearly $500 million once the increase is finished. The bill would increase the gasoline tax 2.5 cents per year starting this October and continuing every year till 2026. If passed, it's expected to raise about $460 million once it's fully in place. The bill is modeled off of a South Carolina law that includes an option for drivers to get 100% rebate on the new tax if they turn in their gas receipts from the year. Otherwise, the money will be spent on transportation and road infrastructure. Still ahead, no more printed Sunday paper, at least not for Joplin Globe customers. We're going to find out what's behind the change. And later, the only habitable island on the Lake of the Ozarks could be getting even more habitable. With changes in trends and technology come changes to habits and schedules. The Joplin Globe announced it'll no longer have a printed Sunday paper starting in April. KOAM's Chris Warner explains what's next for the paper.
Some big changes are coming to how the Joplin Globe handles its weekend publications. There soon will be no Sunday print edition.
Everything that we have in the Sunday paper, including all the comics, the TV section, all the advertising inserts, readers will now get on Saturday instead of Sunday.
Joplin Globe publisher Dale Brindle says the decision was made after considering a number of factors.
Many readers have said that they were sad to see the Saturday print edition go. And so, I'm sure there will be some readers that prefer having it on Sunday and some that prefer having it on Saturday. But we think for the long term that this is the best decision.
Brindle says they've also had readers complain about not having local sports available in print on Saturdays, especially high school football. Gary Campbell and his wife are longtime Globe subscribers, and the Sunday paper has been a tradition for them, a tradition that's going to look a bit different now.
Well, yeah, it will, yeah. But if we're going to get it on Saturday instead of Sunday, that'll be all right,
Brindle says Sunday news won't go away, it'll just transition.
So yeah, we're going to have an e-edition online only for Sunday. We're going to call that the Sunday Update, and that will have all the news from Saturday.
In Joplin, Chris Warner, KOAM News.
Brindle says they expect to see some cost savings with the change and no employees will be cut. The first weekend edition will be published on Saturday, April 3rd. Doug Hetty's up next with his complete forecast, and later an Oklahoma basketball announcer apologizes after making racist comments directed toward high school players.
Well, we got a chance to dry out at least a little bit for us today after all the rain that we had the second half of last week. And then, of course, into the weekend, all the way until about last night. And then sunshine for us today, which is nice because remember, our evening daylight hours are now extended. So it's still light out. It's after 6 o'clock. And this is really the first night that we get to experience that because of the clouds yesterday. Rainfall, this past system, over 3 inches of rain. For the year, we're sitting at about 7.5. So we're above average now. Rainfall about 1 3/4 of an inch. Temperatures, a little bit better for us today, as most of us have gone into the mid-60s during the afternoon. And still, it's fairly mild. 60 in Iola, 64 in Independence, 65 in Miami, 63 in Neosho, Lamar, also at 63. It has been very windy. We got these very strong kind of westerly, southwesterly winds, which are kicking in at about 10 to 20. They are going to diminish a little bit as we go through the overnight hours tonight, but it's going to stay breezy as we work into Tuesday as well. 63 outside west, southwesterly winds and about 15 to 20. Humidity is low at 38%. We'll slide back through the 60s, 50s, kind of chilly tonight as we drop back to about 42 degrees. But this storm system finally pulling away from us. We have pretty much clear skies. We still have some thunderstorms on the backside of the system to our north, mainly across, let's say, west central parts of Missouri. But these are going to stay north of us. We look pretty good as all this moisture is going to wrap up, head away from us as we go through the overnight hours for us tonight. But this has been a monster storm system. A lot of snow across the northern plains, and then, of course, showers and thunderstorms, some flash flooding over the past couple days. Our next system, this system pulls out, but our next system moving into the southwest, you can see San Francisco, Las Vegas, Los Angeles. That's our next storm system, which will start to affect us tomorrow night and then heading into Wednesday. Tonight's going to be okay. Still a little breezy, kind of chilly, lower 40s, 4 overnight lows, but a pretty quick warm-up through the 40s, 50s, 60s by noon. And then I think most of us will top out lower 70s during the afternoon hours. So it's going to be a nice day. It's not going to be near as windy as what we have seen today. Tomorrow night, clouds start to increase. After midnight, we're going to get some scattered showers and thunderstorms in here. Some of these could be strong, maybe even low-grade severe. They will be severe when they're out to our west across central Kansas down through Oklahoma, but they're going to weaken some as they work in. But still, after midnight, we'll have to watch that. Showers, thunderstorms, Wednesday morning, and then as we go into Wednesday afternoon, we get on the backside of this system, we may get some scattered thunderstorms. Some of those could be low-grade severe as well. So that's something we want to watch as we head into Wednesday afternoon and evening. Then we get on the backside of this system. Cooler air works in. May even see a few flakes of snow moving in by Thursday morning. Not a big deal, of course. But rainfall, again, some heavy amounts. A lot of areas, 1, 2, maybe upwards to 3 inches of additional rain with this next storm system, which is going to roll in. So get outside, enjoy tomorrow. Looks great, 71, partly sunny. And then we'll start to see the changes with the rain increasing Wednesday and Thursday.
It's time of year when the rains are frequent and the storms occasionally become severe. I know you're keeping an eye on it for us, Doug.
Yeah, and big temperature swings.
I guess so. Thanks, Doug. A new condominium complex is being developed on the only habitable island at the Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. According to developers, the reserve at Isla del Sol will be a 5-story condominium. It's being developed at mile marker 3 at the lake. On their website, developers say residents will be able to enjoy panoramic lake views, lakeside pools, a splash playground for kids, a dog walking area, and can purchase a dock slip with their unit. Still ahead, an Oklahoma sports announcer makes an apology after racist comments directed toward high school basketball players. The local chapter of Black Lives Matter says it's not enough. An Oklahoma basketball announcer who uttered hate speech before Norman High's game against Midwest City Thursday has issued an apology. Matt Rowan blamed his racist comments on low blood sugar due to his type 1 diabetes. The Oklahoma City chapter of Black Lives Matter is not satisfied with his explanation. Reporter Erica Stanish has more.
An announcer with the National Federation of High School Network under fire Friday after broadcasting racist and offensive comments during an Oklahoma 6A state basketball tournament between Norman High School and Midwest City.
We will be right back here live after the national anthem.
During the national anthem, the Norman team took a knee, leading announcer Matt Rowan, who believed his microphone was off at the time, to say this. In a statement Friday night, Rowan said he has type 1 diabetes, and during the game, his blood level was spiking. Going on to say, while not excusing my remarks, it is not unusual when my sugar spikes that I become disoriented and often say things that are not appropriate as well as hurtful. I do not believe that I would have made such horrible statements absent my sugar spiking. Rowan has taken full responsibility, saying his colleague had no part in the incident. He's apologized to the team, their families, coaches, and school. The NFHS network released a statement saying it's cut ties with the crew involved, but Oklahoma City's Black Lives Matter chapter says that's not enough, calling now on the OSSAA demanding change.
But are they going to work on changing the system that does not protect Black and brown students? That's my question. And that's what I'm asking for. That's what we're demanding. That is justice. That's what that would look like.
The announcer says he embarrassed his family and friends and deeply regrets the incident. A final check on the weather is next. Take time now to honor a local veteran, Sergeant Joshua Horton. The Parsons, Kansas native served in the U.S. Army. He was stationed in Iraq with the 89th Regional Support Command during Operation Iraqi Freedom. And we are proud to salute Sergeant Joshua Horton. He's tonight's four-state hero. Grandmother in New York was given a prescription to hug her granddaughter after getting the second COVID-19 vaccine dose. The doctor made the prescription for Evelyn Shaw, reading, quote, "You are allowed to hug your granddaughter." It was Shaw's first hug in a year. The tender moment was recorded on video and photo. The granddaughter said she arranged the whole thing with the doctor, even sealing the prescription in an envelope. Touching moment. Jordan Nobby joins us now with a look at what's coming up on our sister station, KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14.
Tonight at 9, an organization issues a report card on the well-being of Joplin, and the local poverty level and cost of housing did not do well. Plus, several California businesses reopening today because of lockdowns lifted, but several business owners say the damage has already been done. Speaking of California, The Rock reopening. And we're not talking about Dwayne Johnson, not him. We're going to explain that and much more coming your way tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14.
Thanks, Jordan. Let's check back now with Doug for a final look at the weather.
All right, Dow, it's going to be chilly tonight, but we're going to have pretty much clear skies. Still kind of breezy. We'll drop back to about 42, but tomorrow looks great. 71, not as windy. However, more thunderstorms start to roll in, especially after midnight for us tomorrow night, and then kind of cooling down and wet again on Wednesday and Thursday.
Thanks, Doug. Hey, a reminder to stay up to date on the latest news, weather, and sports. Download the KOAM News app. It's absolutely free of charge. You'll find it in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. If you don't have this yet, you absolutely should, especially as we head into spring. Just search for the KOAM News app. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here at 10. In the meantime, let's take care of ourselves and each other.